And Mike Eppel joining us now, talking about China. One of the things that's going on, we've got an interesting little thing going with them. It's a bit scary right now, actually.
It really is, the tensions.
Yeah, good morning, Roger and Melanie. Despite the political tensions that you mentioned between China and the rest of the world, so it seems at this point, markets are up this morning after China's government pledged to, well, bolster the economy through tax cuts. This has been something that investors have been actually waiting to see. The signals out of China have been for a slowing trajectory on their economy, and the talk was that the government would step in and do something, and indeed they're talking about cutting taxes for small businesses, the manufacturing sector, and the auto industry, trying to spur on car and truck sales to consumers, and that could help offset the tariffs imposed by the U.S. So, in response to all of that, we've got overseas markets up. And again, despite the Brexit vote risks, the European markets are all in the plus column today. And the Dow Futures Index currently pointing to a gain of better than 100 points on the Dow at the opening trades this morning. The Toronto stock market's already coming in a 7-day winning streak. Nice rally here to start the year for Bay Street, up by more than 4.5% for 2019 so far. We had that big deal announced in the gold sector yesterday, Goldcorp being bought out for $10 billion. And the cannabis companies have all of a sudden caught fire again. Canopy growth is up over the past 6 days by more than 50%. The company saying that it is now going to build a hemp production facility in New York State. So investors thinking there's big bucks to be made there. The Detroit Auto Show, all electric all the time, with a side helping of big pickup trucks and SUVs. What they're showing off so far at the Detroit show, lots of electric vehicles. And could hear about a big collaboration today between the Ford Motor Company and Volkswagen on battery power technology. So yes, they're building these big vehicles, not exactly fuel efficient, but looking again to the future, and electric cars and trucks, lots of hybrids also being shown off. And Roger and Melanie, we've got as well today this another round of meetings between General Motors and the head of Unifor, Jerry Dias, and Ontario Premier Doug Ford. It appears now that Ford and Dias are actually on the same page for trying to save the GM Oshawa plant. Initially, the Premier said there was nothing that Queen's Park could do and that it was a done deal, that GM was going to pull out. Now it appears that Ford is pledging his support to the union and trying to save jobs in Oshawa. So we'll see. We're expecting news conferences by both later today, and we'll see if there's any type of positive development on that front.
Do you ever think you'd hear that, Mike? Do you ever think you'd say that? Premier Ford working with the union?
Yeah, well,
it's good to hear, though,
it's
that
all
they're
about
united front.
trying to, keep that plant open, and the prospects of saving a lot of jobs in a key economic region. And again, as Jerry Dias said, people can change their minds. They figured at first that they weren't going to get much support from Queen's Park. It appears now they will.
Good.
We'll
Good
see.
to hear.
We'll
It's
see
important.
actually this afternoon. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mike.
You're welcome.